Three is
yeah, exactly. Not what we only teach.
Okay, got it. Alright, so then here, so then we say income, and ladders.
That's the only that's past the German word. It's really yarn.
You know, this is going to
So in some places, other places use. So I can only say yarn.
As they say, yeah, but
yeah. So how are we spelling yang?
J-A-E-I-N.
well, you could put this up on so this uses it for what is that?
Kilometers from Paris, 140 kilometers from
But this is a sort of semi-complete picture of maybe how people who are digital residents are working with digital technology and digital media. And a lot of that has repercussions for us too, I think. Anyway, I've got enough talking for a little while, so I'm going to take a little break because it's quiz time. Hi.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
No, find a seat. There's one down here, if you like.
Okay.
So now it's quiz time. It's a chance for you to have a talk to each other. And the quiz is, are you digitally literate? And on the next slide, there are some questions. Okay? I'd like you to just get into pairs, group of three, whatever feels comfortable. And should have given the instructions before I set out there. So with the questions, no. There's the value of clear instructions, which obviously I don't have. There's a question, off you go. The questions are on the next screen. If you can answer yes to one of the questions, each of the questions, I'd like you to give your partner some more information. Okay? It's that simple. Here they come. Any of them. If you can answer yes to any of them, give a little bit more information. Don't forget to introduce yourself if you don't know the person next to you. I found it kind of two people I knew online in case of Barcelona where I live, and they said, I did, and then I thought, what's there? They're really good.
It's the same picture, but this is a metaphor for different languages. The jigsaw is divided up differently. One language will divide up the way it communicates in a different way from another language. Now, the conventional way of language teaching is to give them these little discrete bits of the language, and hope at the end they can connect them together and make some sense of it. Whereas a child starts from the big picture. In fact, if I asked you, if you were working with a 3-year-old and I said you're going to do a jigsaw with this child, how will you set about it? Because that's what children do. They pick up the big picture, then they sort out the details. So, for instance, they notice the form of regular verbs. I mean, our 3-year-old is things like saying, I just fighted with Carl. So he's picked up, you know, so he's going to learn it as a detail that actually it's sport. But they've picked up the core essentials, not the details, whereas we're already sort of challenging our beginners with irregular verbs and things. Not that I want to encourage my speakers to use regularized irregular endings, but I mean, if somebody actually makes an irregular verb regular, you do understand what they're trying to say, because that's part of the pattern. So what we're on about is patterns, and as was pointed out, it's so easy if you speak this language to say, okay, this bit here, oh well that's the same as that bit. So this in my language is that in that language, which it might be in one context, but not in another. So by starting with the big picture straight away, we're making it clear that we're dividing it up differently. It's such a simple thing, we all know it, but many learners do not seem to realise that other languages do not function, are not organised in the same way as their own language. A simple point, but very important to make. So